Hi, okay, so I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial today because I have had a couple of people ask me like, hey, how do you do your makeup? How do you do your makeup? Oh my god, you have to show me how to do your makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started. Okay, so first things first, this is my materials. This is what I have to work with. Obviously, I have a lot of different things. I also have, that's not the one. I also have a lot of different makeup palettes that I use. Especially this one for like my darker colors, a whole bunch of different brushes and stuff. This will all be useful eventually at some point in your makeup journey. Okay, so I'm gonna try to set that up there. There we go. So the first thing I usually do, I need to cut it. There we go. There we go. Oh, that works. Yep. Sorry, y'all. First thing I do is take off my glasses, and then I will go ahead. And I like to use foundation to start. This is the one I use because of, my complex or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead. I just put a little bit on the sponge. Oh gosh, I'll smell it a little bit. Put a little bit on the sponge. And then I just like go in and I whack my face with it pretty much all over until you get like the full coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back after I get the full coverage. Just a quick little thing, I also like to add Vaseline to my lips so they don't get like irritated at all during the whole thing, and so they don't like get all, dry and crackly and it's harder to take the makeup off. And I'm back. I just, dabbed the foundation all over my face, on my eyes, whatever. So after you do that, what I like to start with like my eyes and stuff. And to start with my eyes, I usually go for like a darker undertone with my eyes. Let me show you how I do that real quickly. So I go ahead, this is the palette that don't make fun of me. This is the palette that I use. I like to go for the darkest color I have, which would be the black right here. Right here. So I go ahead, I take some of that, and I just go like right under my eye right here is where I start it, like where the worst of my eye bags are. And I just kind of follow that line. You can close your eye, you can leave it open, it doesn't really matter. I like to try doing it with my phone. Oh wow, that is so much harder than doing it with the mirror. Sorry, I'm like first doing this. Okay. So you're gonna want to take it up to this, just the whole section, the whole under eye, and you don't want to just leave it like that. Obviously, you're gonna want to like blend it out. And to blend it out, you're just gonna take your brush and you're gonna like mess with it a little bit. So you take that line, you just kind of scratch it out, scrape it around your eyeball. You can go up, you can go down, it really doesn't matter. It just depends on like what kind of look you're gonna do. I go for the more like, zombie dead person look, whatever. That's just my thing though. You could do whatever you want to do with it. Once you have one eye done, you're gonna go ahead and do the other eye. I'm gonna like cut the video real quickly so I can just do the other eye real quickly so that I can show you. Okay, I finished this eye. I did like a little bit too much, but that's perfectly fine because that just means that's the eye I'm gonna like victimize the most with my looks. Next thing you're gonna want to grab, if you have green, use green. Green will be your lifesaver in this, trust me. This is the green palette that I use. I have no idea where I bought it, if I'm being honest, but this is the color that I also like to use. I use the same brush. You probably shouldn't, but I do. So you go ahead, you take it, and you just put the green in it. See, you just put the green all around it, and you blend it in. You blend in the green with the black, and it'll get this like sickly color, You want to take it over here too, a little bit of green. You're going to use a little bit less green on the area right here because this eye is the one that we're going to be focusing on, okay? So you just blend it in, nice and blendy, like that's now a word. Totally. Sorry, I've like never done a tutorial before. It's scaring me so badly. Yeah, so you just blend it up, blend it in. Okay, cool. Now you have this type of color, which looks way more saturated on the screen. And this is going to be a little bit weird. You're going to want to add red. This is the one that I use for my other colors. Eek. This specifically is the red that I enjoy using. I know this sounds a little weird, like, whoa, you just put green, black, and I can add in red. Yes, I am going to add in red, because red will help you get that bruisey look too. You're going to take the red, and you're just going to put a little bit into it. Now, I know it doesn't really make a difference now, because there's not that much red in it, but trust me, this will make, see, you can already see how it's making a difference already. You want to take the red, blend that in. Both sides. Do both sides too. It's extremely important. Now, this is going to be the worst eye. So we're going to drag it down a little bit more. And I'll be right back after I drag it down a little bit. Okay. So for dragging it down, it's just the same process as before. You're going to want to take your black. What helps me is dabbing it a little bit so you don't, add too much, too little, whatever. Dab it in, and then you fill it in with the green, and then the red. I'm using the red again. It's just kind of the same process the whole time. Especially like with the eyes, with how I do them. So you're gonna take it, you're gonna take this red, and you're gonna put it like all right there, all of it. Just blend, Okay. So now that you have that done, what I'm gonna try something a little bit different here, because first of all, I made it a little bit too dark under my eyes. So I'm gonna go back in with this palette. I'm gonna go in with this lighter color. Just gonna take a little bit and put it like right here, to like help blend it out better. Just a little bit, If I could see what I was doing, that'd be great. And then just like a little bit over here too, to even it out. Blend it some more. There we go. See? Now it looks a little bit more natural. Especially like right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my green again. And I'm gonna go around the bruise. Like this, if you can see. Around it. I'm gonna go into the bruise with the green. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but trust me, there is a vision. There is a vision with what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all are getting like all of my... This is so much harder than I thought I would be recording it. Oh. The vision is there, y'all, I promise. We're just gonna blend this out the best that we can. There we go, see? It's already turning out a little bit better. So the green just kind of adds to a more like fresher look, I guess you can say. If you have green in your eyes, then it's fresher than if you didn't. There we go. Fresher green. Okay. Cool. Now that we did that, next I'm gonna teach you guys how to do some like bloodier looks. I use fake blood. This is the type of fake blood that oh my god, I did not close that right. This is the type of fake blood that I use. It's non-toxic, good on your skin, blah, 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 blah. Liquid latex also, very good thing, unless you're allergic to latex. If you're allergic, don't use it, would not recommend. Blood or bruise? Yeah, let's do blood first. So with a bloodier look, if you don't want to use like, the fake blood, then you can always use like lipsticks and stuff. Let me go grab this real quick. Okay, so I actually haven't done this in a while since I got the fake blood, but it'll be okay. So this is the one that I'm using today. You take your lipstick, and I'm just gonna do like a bleeding nose factor. So you're gonna take it, and it's gonna go down. Take it from your nostril and down to your mouth, but you're gonna want to like do it like this, like you're brushing it against your skin, so it's not like completely straight, so it actually mimics a bloody nose almost. Sorry, I'm focused. Okay, so fun fact, I have never actually really had any bloody noses, so I kind of really know what they feel like. That means I also kind of only really seen them in movies. Whatever, it's fine. So after this step, I usually go with a little bit of black when I'm not using, the fake blood, and I just lightly dab it on there. Very lightly add in the black. Like extremely lightly. Like you're not even doing it. Probably not good for my palette. Especially like up there and like around the base area, because then it looks a little bit more realistic. And just because I can, I'm gonna go in a little bit right here, and I'm gonna put some of that red into the bruise. That actually kind of looks cool. Sure, that's a look. Okay, that's how you get the bruisey eye makeup, and then the little bloody nose. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys another bruise, because bruises are like really popular right now. Don't know why, but sure, y'all can do whatever. Okay, now we're just gonna reiterate everything I taught you with the bruises. Take your brush, this is the fresh one. Well, not really, fresh, but like fresher. I'm gonna do a bruise right here, because I already have the eye done here. So you're gonna take it, and you're just gonna lightly just start kind of doing it wherever you want your bruise. I like to do mine sometimes in like a circular motion, lines, whatever gets it like spread out and done. It kind of looks like a moth. Do whatever faces you want to, that's the best part. We're gonna go down the jaw a little bit. And up a little bit. And then obviously like straight down into the middle of it. Promise you, once you blend that out, that won't be very noticeable anymore. So we're just gonna take that and we're gonna put green in it. Again, same green palette, same black palette, same everything palette, blah, 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 blah. Take the green and just put it in there. Just kind of throwing it around, blending it in with the black. Another fun fact, I got into this horror makeup stuff by starting with crayons. I know you're probably thinking, crayons? Who puts crayons on their face? Me. Can't tell you how it stuck. I really can't, but it did, So I had crayon on my face and scared the bejesus out of my mom. Sorry, Mom. Probably not even gonna watch this video, but scared the bejesus out of my mom. Me and my brother were laughing so hard about it. It was honestly absolutely hilarious. Beth, who's Beth? Best. There we go. April Fool's prank ever. So yeah, once you have, I just added some more of the red, or the pink, I guess. I don't really know what color it is. And you just go in to the middle, and you see how I'm trying to blend it in as much as I can here. That's what you're gonna want to do. You're gonna want to try to blend it as much as you can. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit more green, because green is love, green is life right now, especially now. And put it especially right there, because I'm gonna make that our main like point of impact, like their knuckle, So just kind of mix it around, go down. And you're going to go in again with the green around the edges to form the bruise. So it's, fresher. Just kind of. Okay, that is one way to do that. That's okay. You just gotta blend it out a little bit more. And you're good. Now I'm gonna go ahead. Put a little bit more red in it. I feel like I put a little bit too much green, especially with my last thing. And voila. You have 2 bruised eyes, a bloody nose, and a bruised cheek. Now, I know this tutorial was a little bit too simple, but I'm going to be posting more of them. And in the future, we'll start getting into more complex stuff, like using the fake blood, using the wax that I have. But right now, this video was just so like you can learn to do this with some stuff that you might have at home. And then I'm going to go in one more time. This is the green I use, that one specifically. I really like using that color and that one to like even out the temperatures, what? This is the black that I like to use. There's a little bit of red in there from when I stuck the lipstick one in there. This is the lipstick that I used. And if anybody was curious, probably not, but just in case anyone was curious, this is the foundation that I use, because why not? Along with the Vaseline that I put on my lips. Again, Vaseline on the lips, it really, really, really does help, especially when you're like putting stuff on your lips, because you don't want like your lips to get dry or whatever. So I'm just gonna go over one more time how I look, and then it's the end of the tutorial. Here's one last thing. There's the bruise. Here are the eyes. Notice how I mostly did under the eyes instead of like on top and over the eyes. I might get into that again later. Here's the nose. Again, just like dab it with like black and you'll be fine. You know, that's how you get the bruised eye. I probably wouldn't recommend putting the red in there. I just decided to try something new. But yeah, for fresher bruises, you're gonna want to like put green around the edges. For older ones, you're gonna just want to blend that green in as much as you can. But that's the end of today's tutorial. I might do a longer one later. I might do one with fake blood later and like the waxing and whatever, and that whole process. Just let me know what y'all think. And I hope that you guys can, you know, have fun trying out some bruise makeup too.